Sophia. Hi, Hector.
Morning.
Morning. Isabella.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hi, Kinsley. Just gonna wait a minute or two and see who else gets on, and then we'll get started with our first Saxon test.
Is someone muted?
If you have this page, well, you should have this page, go ahead and grab this page and get it out, because this is the first thing we're gonna do.
Mom. Come here.
Here, let me brighten the screen, baby.
Vicky. It's right there.
I know, but I'm brightening the screen. Hold on.
We find the screen.
Because it's kind of dark. There we go. Should be able to see now.
Hi, Edward.
Hi.
Good morning. Okay, go ahead and get this page out. This is the first thing we're going to do. Hi, Sunny.
Hi.
Okay, we're just gonna wait just one more minute and then we'll get started. We're gonna go ahead and do the pledge while we're waiting, and then we'll start right after that. Here we go.
Hi, this is Miss Tracy, and we're going to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. So take your right hand and put it on top of your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Make sure you have a pencil, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, and I want you to try your best because, like I said, this is a test.
Internet's back on.
Hi, Emma. Emma, go ahead and get this page out because we're going to start our test. Hi, Ronnie.
Hi.
Ronnie, go ahead and get this page out. We're going to start our test.
Okay. Oh, mic's off. Jane.
Let's see what else is coming on here. You have this page, Ronnie?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay. Give me a thumbs up if you do have your test and you're ready to start. I don't want to start without everybody. Sunny, you have this page? Okay.
Number
Get
one.
your pencil.
All right, Ronnie's got his. Okay, everybody's got it, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, on number 1, I want you to write the letter that makes the sound t, t, t. Go ahead and write it. The letter that makes the sound t, t.
Listen, okay, here. Let's see what she's gonna. We can't hear it.
Okay. Now on number 2, I want you to write the letter that makes the sound ah, ah, ah. Zoe, do you have this page?
I just forgot. I forgot to wait. Hi.
Zoe, do you have this page?
Yeah.
Okay, I got to catch you up because we already started the test. So on number 1, I want you to write the letter that makes the sound t, t. Okay. Then on number 2, you're writing the letter that makes the sound ah, ah. Thank you, Zoe. Josiah, do you have 1 and 2 done? Okay. All right, on number 3, you're writing the letter that makes the sound
Yeah, number 2.
It's supposed to be.
mm. Remember, this is a test, so you're doing the best you can on your own. Number 3, mm. Okay. Then number 4, you're writing the letter that makes the sound p, 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 like pig, p, p. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you're done with the letter sounds up here. Okay, I see thumbs. All righty, good. Okay, on number 5, what you're doing down here, you're going to look at the letter on number 5, and I want you to find the picture that matches the sound, okay? And then you're gonna draw a line from the letter to the picture.
I didn't know it was number 4.
Number 4 was,
Yeah, I fell off my chair.
number 4 is p, like pig, p.
I didn't know because I fell off my chair.
Okay, write it, hurry, p.
Oh.
Okay, on number 5, look for the picture that makes that sound. Look for the picture that makes the ah sound and draw a line to it. You have a nest, octopus, pig, and tent. Draw a line from number 5 to the picture that starts with the sound ah, ah. Zoe, put your paper down. We're not showing answers. It's a test. Okay, then on number 6, you're drawing a line to the picture that starts with the sound mm. Draw a line from the letter N to the picture. Okay, number 7, you're drawing a line from the letter P to the picture that begins with the P sound. Okay, and then on number 8, draw a line from the letter T to the picture that begins with the sound T, T. Then give me a thumbs up when you're done and you've drawn all your lines. See, Emma's done, Edward's done, Kinsley, Isabel and Alize, Sunny. Okay, good. This helps me when you show me your thumb so I don't leave anybody behind. Zoe, are you done? I don't see your thumb. Zoe, are you done? Okay, now I see it. All right. On these words up here, we have been practicing coding words with breves and macrons. Remember, the breve looks like a little smiley face. Looks like a little smiley face like that. And then we have a macron, that's a straight line. Remember, the breve means that the vowel is going to say the short sound, and the macron says that the vowel is going to say its name, okay? So you need to code the words with a breve or a macron on the vowels. So on number 9, on. Code the word on. Code the word on. One, since we're already almost done with the test, you're gonna have to watch the beginning part of the video later after I post it so you can finish doing the first part of the test, okay? Give me a thumbs up when you're done coding the word on. Okay, thank you, Hector, for showing me. Okay, then on number 10, you're gonna code the word not. You need to decide, does the vowel get a breve or a macron? On number 10, not. Thank you, Sunny, for showing me you're done. Okay, number 11, code the word no. No. Okay, and then on number 12, you're gonna code the word pop. Pop. Decide if the vowel needs a breve or a macron on pop. Roderick, since you came in late, honey, you're gonna have to watch the beginning part of this video after I post it so you can know what you're supposed to do on the test, okay? Because we're already done. Okay, give me a thumbs up when you're done with your test. Give me a thumbs up if you're done. You finished coding the words. I see Zoe's done, Ronnie's done, Josiah. Thank you, Hector, Sophia, Isabella Alize, Kinsley, Edward, Emma, Sunny. Okay, on the back, there's some stuff on the back. We're not going to do that. We're gonna cross that out, okay? Just cross that out. We're not doing the back. That's only something I can test you over if you're actually in class. So just cross that out. Okay? So Parents, if you can hear me, what I need you to do is take a picture of this test, the front part, and send it to me through ClassTag as soon as possible. That way I can get it graded. And if your child came in late, what they're gonna need to do is watch the beginning part of this video once I post it after class so that they know what they're supposed to do on this test, okay? All right. Okay, I'm gonna show you again your words that you should be studying each day because tomorrow you have another test. You're gonna have to read all 10 of the words and you're gonna have to read the 2 sentences. And then mom or dad is going to record you again and send it to me. This is tomorrow, so make sure you're studying these words. And then you also, tomorrow, you have your second spelling test. I'm going to pick 5 words from the box that you're gonna have to spell. So make sure you're practicing reading them and spelling them, okay? That'll be tomorrow. And then also, on Monday, on the video, I read your story of the week for you. Called
Tomorrow
Billy's
I'm going to my dad's.
Okay, well, you still have work to do tomorrow. Okay, if you did not listen to the video of me reading the story on Monday, you need to be reading this every night. You should be reading it every night anyway. But make sure that you're reading it because you are going to have a test over this book or this story tomorrow as well, okay? This is your first story of the week comprehension test tomorrow. So make sure you're reading it. And I'm gonna read it to you one time now, and then you need to read it again tonight, okay, for your test. Okay, it's called Big Dilly's Tale. Once upon a time, Dilly was a big duckling with a big beak. A duck called him ugly. His friend Minna called him cute. Dilly splashed, splat. One day, Dilly paddled fast for fun, but when he turned, he was alone and lost and afraid. The next morning, a chilly wind blew. Dilly wished for Minna. Then Dilly saw a girl. She led him to her farm. The barn was warm. Dilly found a nest just his size. He lived at the farm for many weeks. So now the girl took him to a farm and she's taking care of him. When spring came, Dilly went to find Minna. He saw the ducks and he saw swans. Dilly looked at himself. Oh, he saw a swan. Dilly was not a duck after all. Minna said he was still cute. So here's Dilly right here. He's looking at himself in the water, his reflection. Now he's realizing why the ducks were calling him ugly. They called him ugly because he wasn't a duck at all. He was a swan. He didn't look like the ducks because he's a swan. But now he's realizing that he is a swan. Dilly played with the swans and Minna and the other ducks, and he lived happily ever after. Okay, so there's your story. Again, make sure you read it one more time tonight so that you're ready for your test tomorrow. Okay? All right, you have your short sound letter O. Okay, you have your short sound letter O cut and paste. You're gonna do this after class. Then you have your pumpkin climber page. This page you're gonna do after class, but this page is for a grade, okay? This picture, or this page, your mom and dad are gonna take a picture of when you're done and send it to me, and I'm gonna grade it, okay? So what it's wanting you to do is it's got pictures down here of different things, and it wants you to find a picture, and then you have to match it on the pumpkin that has the chunk of the letters in it, okay? So for the first example, there's a picture of a zipper. So the word is zip, okay? Zip starts with a Z. So you need to look for which one starts with Z. I see Z right there. Okay, so you're going to finish spelling the word zip on the line, and then you'll cut out the picture and you'll paste it right there on that square. Okay, so each picture should match the word, and you have to finish spelling the word. Okay, so that's what you'll do on this page, and that's for a grade. Now you have your ice cream cones here. I already cut mine out and taped them together. Find your ice cream cone page. It's not going to be cut out like mine unless you've already cut it out. But don't worry about cutting it out right now. You don't need to cut it. We're just going to come up with some at words and write them together. And then after class, you can cut it out and glue it together. Okay? So go ahead and get that out, and we will write some words. Just give me a thumbs up when you have it. Thank you, Edward. I see you have it. You're ready. Roderick's got it. Josiah's got it, I see. Hector's got it. Sunny's ready. I see yours, Isabella and Alize. Okay, don't worry about cutting them out right now. We're just gonna come up with some at words, and then you can cut it out and glue it after class, okay? So I'll come up with the first word that has the at sound in it, okay? I'm thinking of a word, and it's an animal that meows. What word am I thinking? It's an animal that meows, and it has the at sound in it. Juan, what is it?
A cat.
A cat, good. So I am going to write the word cat on my top ice cream cone. Okay, like I said, I know yours aren't cut out yet, and that's okay. You're just gonna write the words on the ice cream scoops. Write the word cat. Who can give me another word that has the at sound in it? Edward?
Try it again.
Cat.
What'd you say?
Cat.
Pat? Is that what you
Yes.
said, Pat? Okay, good job. Pat. You can go ahead and write that one. If you have another word, raise your hand and let me know. Isabella, what do you have?
Ant.
Say it again.
Ant.
Did you say ant? Ant. Okay, it has to have the sound at. At. You see how we have cat, pat? It's got to have a sound at in it. What do you think, Isabella? Give me another guess.
Bat.
Did you say mat?
Bat.
Oh, bat. Good job, bat.
Bat.
Okay, bat. Great job.
Do you have another word?
Okay, let's see. Somebody's got another one. Sunny, what do you think?
Sat.
Sat? So you said sat? Good. Sat. Good job. Okay, so after you're done writing, then after class, you can cut it out and put yours together like mine, okay? I'll leave it there so you can finish writing sat.
If I see it, I need to keep moving. 31 for some papers. 35 papers. Don't so people ask me. So to keep saying that. Fighting.
All right. Then you have your letter J page. You'll do this after class as well, okay? Just like normal. All right, now we have this page. So go ahead and get this out. We're gonna do this together. You're also going to need scissors and glue. Scissors and glue.
Let me see which one is it.
Okay, I see Hector's got his stuff together. Kinsley's ready. Some kiddos walked off probably to get their scissors and glue. I see Sophia, Josiah, Roderick. What is that? Okay. So what we're going to do is we are looking at base 10 blocks down here. We've been going over this all week, okay? Move this screen over. Here we go. Someone keeps getting off mute. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at our base 10 blocks down here. And we have to decide what number is represented by the 10 blocks. So all we have are 10 rods and ones, okay? We have 10 rods and ones. So we're not gonna cut anything out yet, because then it gets confusing, because then we lose pieces, okay? So we're gonna figure out what number is represented on each little square, and we're gonna write it in the box. That way, when we cut them out, we know where to glue them up here with the matching number, okay? So what I want you to do is get out your pencil, okay? And we are going to work on this first one here, okay? So we know we have one 10 rod here. So I'm gonna put a 1 by it, because we only have one. Then I see we have one, just one. So I'm gonna put a 1 right there, okay? Now we're gonna put our two numbers together real big so we see which number it's gonna get matched to. So we have one 10 rod and one 1. So this 10 rod and this 1 represent the number 11, okay? And I see a number 11 up here. So now I know my answer is right because I see the 11. So after we're done, when we cut this one out, we're gonna look for the 11. We have an 11 here, here's the 11. We'll glue that one right here. Does that make sense? Okay, good. Now let's go to the next one. I see I have only one 10 rod. And we have 1, 2 cubes. So I'm going to write a 2. Now we can write it real big. We have 1 10 rod and 2 1s. So this picture here represents the number 12. And I see a number 12 up here. So I know my answer is right. Okay? Now I'm going to start calling on some of you, and I want you to tell me how many 10 rods and how many 1s there are. Okay? I have my cup of popsicle sticks here. So you don't know if your name's going to get called, so I hope you're paying attention, okay? So the first name I'm pulling is Emma. Emma, can you tell me how many 10 rods are on this one in this picture? How many 10 rods are there on this one?
1,
Just one. How many ones are there?
3, so that makes 33.
Not 33.
Not 33, silly. Let's write our number bigger. We have 1 10 rod and 3 ones. What number is that, Emma?
33.
Not
33? Is that a 3 right there, or is that a 1?
I mean, 13.
13. So let's look up here for a 13. I see one right there, so we know our answer is right. Okay, good job, Emma. All right, let's see who's next. Roderick, you're next. How many 10 rods do I have here on this picture, Roderick?
1,
Just one. And how many ones do I have?
4.
4. Now we're going to write our number bigger. We have 1 10 rod and 4 ones. So what number does that, or what number does that? I sound silly. What number did we write? Do you know what number that is? 14. That's the number 14. So we need to look up here and see if we see a number 14. There's a 14 right there, so we know our answer is right. Good job, Roderick. All right, let's see who's next. Ronnie. Ronnie, how many 10 rods are in this picture here?
5.
The 10 rods, not the ones,
One.
the 10 rods, just one. How many ones are there?
5.
5. Good. Now we're going to write this number bigger down here. We have a 1 10 rod and 5 ones. So we wrote the number 15. And I see the number 15 right here. So that tells us our answer is right. Okay, good job, Ronnie. Let's see, the next one is going to be Kinsley. How many 10 rods do I have in this picture down here, Kinsley? Is Kinsley on here?
1.
1, good. And how many ones do we have?
Missy, come here, Missy.
How many ones are there?
6.
Good, 6. Okay, good job. So we have the number 16. I would write it bigger, but we're starting to run out of room a little bit. So we're looking for the number 16, and I see we have 16 up here. So our answer is right. Good job. Fantastic. Let's see who's next. Sophia.
She picked my name already.
How many 10 rods are on this picture here?
1.
1. And how many ones are there?
7.
7. So we have the number 17. Here's 17 up here. So we know our answer is correct. Great job, Sophia. Okay. Hector, you're next. How many 10 rods are in our picture here, Hector?
1.
1. And how many ones are there?
7.
Count again, slow down.
Try again. Count a little bit slower.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. Good job. So this picture shows 18 cubes. There's my 18 right there, so I know our answer is right. Great job. All right, who's getting the next one? Juan, you're next. Juan, how many 10 rods are there?
1.
1. And how many ones are there on this picture?
9.
Great job, there are 9. So we have 19 cubes in this picture. I'm gonna look for a 19 up here. There it is, our answer is right.
Wait, switch.
Mute some people. Okay, Last one. Let's see who the lucky duckling is. Zoe, you're it. How many 10 rods do we have in this picture, Zoe?
I cannot see.
You can't see it? How many 10 rods are there?
I cannot see because everybody's in the way. Like these. Like I can't see.
Oh, there's students on that side. Can you scoot it over to the left?
Oh, sorry. Can you see it better now?
What number is she?
It's the very last one on the right side
Right there.
that I'm pointing at.
How many 10 rods? Tell her, not me.
How many 10 rods?
You had it right, baby.
You told me. I just want you to say it louder. There.
20.
It's 20 altogether. Good. But we have 2 10 rods. But yes, in those 2 10 rods, there are 20 individual cubes. If we don't have any ones here, there's none on the picture by themselves, so I'm going to put a 0. So good job, Zoe. There are 20 cubes altogether. And I see my number 20 up here. Great job. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cut each square out and we're going to glue it to the matching number. Okay, so go ahead and start cutting. I'm going to cut mine while you're cutting yours. Okay, so I've cut all mine out here. And like I said, all you're doing is you're looking for the number that you wrote on the square. We wrote the number 11 on this one, so I'm going to find the number 11 and I'm going to glue it right under it, okay? That's all we're doing. We already did the hard work, figuring out how many there are. Just like that. Just matching the numbers. Whenever you're almost done with that, then I'm going to do just a little bit more review with you so that you know what to expect on your test tomorrow, okay? Okay, if you're not done cutting and gluing, that's okay. You can finish it after class. Okay. I want to make sure that you are as ready as you can be for your test tomorrow. All right. So I am going to review you a little bit more on some different things you need to know for your test. Okay. So you are going to see a problem that looks like this. Okay. You're going to have a box. And you're going to have a number inside of it, okay? And you might have a number that looks like this, okay? And what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to pick the answer that shows how many tens and how many ones are represented in this number, okay? So the best thing I can tell you what to do is to draw your HTO chart around it. Let me get a different marker so I don't confuse you. Okay, just want to use a different color so you can see it. So the best thing for you to do is to draw your TO chart, okay? So you draw your line down the middle, okay? And you don't have to be writing this. I just want you to watch so you see what you need to do, okay? So you'll draw your line and your line across just like normal. Put it down a little bit so that glare is not in their way. And then you put your T for tens and your O for ones, okay? So who can tell me, remember the T stands for tens because 10 starts with T. And the O represents the ones because the number 1 starts with the letter O. So don't forget that, okay? So how many tens do I have under my T? How many tens are there? What number is under the T, if that makes more sense? What number is under the T? Hector, tell me what number is under the T.
3.
3. So we have 3 tens. Okay. How many ones does our TO chart show? How many ones?
9.
9. So we have 3 tens and 9 ones. Okay. Good job. So on your test, it's going to have 3 different answers. Okay. You're going to have to circle the one that shows what number matches it. Okay. So 3 tens and 9 ones. Now I'm going to show you a different way of what will actually be on your test where it has 3 different answer choices. And we can see who can tell me. Now that we have a refresher on our TO chart. Okay, so you will have, let's say, the number 29. Okay, you have the number 29. And then you have some answer choices down at the bottom. And then we'll go from there, okay? So it might say 4 tens and 3 ones. It might say 2 tens, 7 ones, 2 tens, 9 ones, okay? So those are the answer choices the problem is giving us. So now what we need to do is we need to come up here to our number and we need to make our HTO chart, or not our HTO, just our TO chart. So we're gonna draw our TO chart. Sorry, that glare is just in the way. I'll put my T and my O. T for tens, O for ones. Okay? So under my T for tens, it says there's two tens. So I need to look for an answer choice that says 2 tens. Well, this first one, it says 4 tens. And that's not what our TO chart shows. We have 2 tens. So that I know right away, that's not my answer. Okay? The next one says 2 tens. And the last one says 2 tens. So those two might be my answer. But now we need to look at the one side. The one side shows we have 9 ones. So I need to look at my 2 answer choices and see which one says 9 ones. So this one says 2 tens. That's right. 7 ones. That's not 7, that's 9. So that one can't be our answer. The last one says 2 tens. That's right. And 9 ones. That is correct. So that would be our answer. Okay? You're going to see a problem like that on your test. Okay? So the first thing you're going to have to do, draw your TO chart, and then you look at your answer choices and see which one is correct. Okay? And we'll be doing the test over Zoom. Okay? So I'll be reading it to you. Okay? So don't worry about trying to read the questions. All right? So you'll see one question like that. And then one more that I want to show you that we haven't really gone over today, but we did the last couple of days, is you'll have a picture. So you might have 1, 2, 3 10 rods and 1, 2 ones, okay? So you'll have a picture, and then what it's going to want you to do is it's going to want you to fill out how many tens there are and how many ones there are, okay? And then it's going to want you to expand the number. Remember doing this over Zoom? We did a lot of these the last couple of days, okay? So now we need to look at our picture and see how many tens there are. Well, I see 1, 2, 3 tens. I see 3. So I'm going to put a 3 here. Then it wants to know how many ones are there. I see 1, 2. 2 ones. So I'm going to put my 2 here. Okay? That's the easy part. Then we have to expand the number. We have to stretch it out. Okay? We know that 10 rods we have to count by tens. We've always counted 10 rods by tens. Okay? So let's count by tens. 10, 20, 30. Okay, so we have 30 plus how many ones? 1, 2. Okay, then we have our whole answer. All right, and remember I said the easiest way to do this is just to take your 2 numbers and put them together. So we have 3 tens and 2 ones. All right, so your whole answer is 32. That's what your picture shows. All right, 32 cubes. So you're gonna have one question like that on your test. Okay, and then really the rest of them is just like what we just did on the cut and paste page. Okay, and it looks like this. This is the whole back side of your test. You just have to count how many 10 rods and how many ones, and you put your 2 numbers together. So the back side will be the easiest part of your test. Okay?
I don't have it.
Well, this isn't for today, this is for tomorrow. Okay? Don't worry about it today. This is what the front of your test looks like. Okay? This is what we've been doing on our cut and paste page. This is what I talked about earlier, where you have a number in a box and you have to choose the right answer. Okay? You draw your TO chart. All right, and then we just did this, expanding the number and saying how many tens and ones there are. This is the last kind of question that you're going to have. It wants you to stretch out your number or expand it, okay? So that's pretty much what's going to be, well, that is what's on your test because I just showed it to you. That's what will be on your test tomorrow. So make sure you're practicing. You do have a homework page tonight, okay? This page is also for a grade. This is for a grade. So make sure that you do your best on it, and then mom or dad will take a picture of it and send it to me, okay? All you're doing is you're putting how many 10s there are in your TO chart, how many 1s there are, and then you're just putting your number together, okay? That's all you're doing. Does anybody have any questions for me before we get off?
Is that the only homework? Is this right here?
I'm sorry, you were cutting out.
Is this the only thing that needs to be turned in?
There's this and
I already know you go back.
if you have, oh, and this page, the pumpkin climber page,
Okay.
okay? And then the test that we just did, this, the first test we did, if you haven't sent me the picture of it yet. We did this together, but I just need a picture, okay? So the pumpkin climber page and this math page, those are the two things I need besides the picture of the test.
Okay.
Right, and I'll post that on class tag too after we get off here. If there are any parents that are nearby, if you don't mind coming and sitting down real quick, I just need to fill y'all in on a few things that are gonna start changing next week.
Okay, Ms. Bradshaw,
Uh-huh.
I don't have her assessment page.
Hold on, let me see is that Emma's mom talking?
No, it's Zoe's.
Oh, okay. Are you talking about this page?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have a printer?
I don't, but I can go by and pick it up if you want to leave it at the front office or something.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll leave it in the front office and you can come pick it up. That'll
Okay,
work.
thank you.
Okay. Let me just make a note of that. Okay. So what's going to be changing starting next week is we are starting our first phase of bringing in 25% of the kids who chose to start face-to-face, okay? So if you chose face-to-face, that doesn't necessarily mean your child's coming next week because we can only take 25% for our first phase. It's the way our district is doing it to try to make things as safe as possible, okay? So you will be getting a phone call if your child is to come to school on the 10th next week. That is Thursday. Okay, so you'll get a call from the school to confirm that. The other thing is we have already started making our next 4 weeks worth of work packets, okay? So because next week you're gonna run out of your work packets and that's all that we've sent home. So on Tuesday, from 9 to 10:30 is going to be the next packet pickup. So that's next week from 9 to 10:30. We'll be outside and we'll have the packets ready for you to pick them up for the next 4 weeks of school. And at that time, we're also asking for any kids who are planning on coming to school face-to-face at any point. We're asking that you bring like their big, bulky school supplies. That way, when they do come to school, they're not carrying all this stuff. So you can do that at the same time as your packet pickup. So if y'all have any other questions, just let me know. I also wanted to tell you about grades because we're going to start having kids next week. It's going to be really difficult for us to be looking for grades that say something was due on a Wednesday last week and you're sending it to me on Tuesday the next week. It's so confusing to try to look back and see what day was that due to be counting off points. So what first grade is doing as a whole now is, say I have a worksheet that's due on Monday by 11:59. if you don't turn it in by 11:59 on Monday, you have one extra day to turn it in. So you have till Tuesday at 11:59 to turn it in, and that will be 10 points off of their grade. If I don't get it by the end of Tuesday, it's going to be a 0 in the grade book, okay? So we tried to do our best with giving y'all a lot of leniency, because I know everybody's still trying to figure everything out, but now that we're 3 weeks into school, we have to start getting a little bit more strict with how much late work we're taking. Because like I said, we're gonna have kids in the class now. So I'm not gonna be available to be answering messages all day long like I have been. And as far as live Zoom meetings, starting next week, there won't be any more live videos. I will only be posting pre-recorded videos. Okay, so your kids won't get on Zoom. They'll just watch the video after I posted it on ClassTag. That's starting on Tuesday next week because there's no school on Monday. Yes, ma'am.
Are we gonna need to write their name on every crayon and every marker?
No, they will have, on the school supply list, there was a pencil box on there. So all their stuff will be in their pencil box. They won't be sharing any school supplies.
Okay, no, it's just another teacher had asked us to do that for like pre-K.
Oh,
So I
no.
just wanted to make sure if we needed to do it for them also.
No,
Okay.
you don't need to write names on any of that. Like I said, they'll have their school box, and then I know like on our school supply list, we ask for like 6 boxes of crayons because they go through so many and they lose them.
Yeah, we've already lost a couple from our first box.
Yeah. So those extra boxes, each child has their own cubby in the back of my room. So all their extra stuff will go in there. So they
Okay,
won't be sharing anything.
So they will need a container, a plastic bin?
Not for their extra stuff, no. I have plastic containers. They'll just need their school supply box. Like what Josiah is showing right there. They'll just need a school supply box. Or a pencil box,
Somebody asked for like a big container to hold all their stuff. That's why I was asking.
Who asked for that?
I'm not sure what grade. I think it's maybe kinder.
Oh, yeah, no. No, just what's on the first grade list is what they'll need.
Okay.
Okay? Does anybody else have any questions for me?
Yes, Ms. Bradshaw. Now, you mentioned that sometime next week we should be picking up the other packets. What day will that be on?
That'll be Tuesday from 9 to 10:30.
Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like I said, I'll post all this stuff again on ClassTag. I just wanted to give y'all the opportunity to ask questions if you had anything you needed to ask. But I'll post everything so that it's clear and it's there for you.
Okay, thank you.
Does anybody else have any questions?
Yeah, I had a question. Is music and PE going to still be doing Zoom then? Because they're going to be having classes as well?
I will have to find that out for you. I am not sure how that's going to work since they will have kids in class now.
I guess my only concern is that like for the kids who are online, they won't be really having like any interaction at all with any other.
Yeah,
but,
I know.
Like any other kids or anything.
It's the downside with the kids still staying at home because, like I said, we're now going to have kids in our classroom that we have to be attentive to all day.
No, I'm sure, yeah.
You know, so I know that is the downside.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I will check on PE and music and see if they will still be live. Okay.
Edward's mom has a question. Like, so all the paperwork we're doing, we don't have to turn it into, right? We just keep it?
No, the only things that I was needing is things I asked for pictures of.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, thanks.
Sure.
I have a question.
Yes.
As we're doing the packet pickup Tuesday, if we do get that phone call before that they're going to be in class, is that when you want us to drop his school supplies off?
You can still drop off his school supplies during that time frame. But like I said, if you get a phone call, then I won't have a packet for you to pick up because their work will already be here. Okay.
Okay.
But yes, you should be getting a phone call, and our superintendent is going to be mailing out a letter that is explaining everything that we're doing, our health protocols, what we're doing in the school, 6 feet apart kind of thing. how drop-off is going to work if your kid is coming to school. It will explain all of that and our phases of why we're doing 25% of kids at a time. So there'll be a letter coming from her. Hopefully it should be sent out today. And then our campus, the elementary campus, is also sending out a letter to kind of further explain specifically what the elementary campus is going to be doing as far as all the safety protocols and all of that stuff. So hopefully, crossing fingers, both those letters will get sent out today, if not tomorrow. Okay. Any other questions?
Yes. Sorry, I have one more question. Sophia hasn't been on the PE Zoom. I never found a login for that one, but she's doing the log anyways. Who am I supposed to turn that log in? Do I take pictures of that and send it to you?
What is the log for?
It's her daily exercise PE log.
I don't know anything about that. I would probably email that to her PE coach.
Okay.
I will get her email and I'll send that to you.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Let me write that down so I
Can you hear me? Miss Bethel?
Yes.
Hello? Data.
I'm not sure who's talking. It's like breaking up really bad.
Miss Bethel.
Is that Alice talking?
Yeah. Can you hear me? This is Grandma.
I can barely hear you. You're breaking up really bad. Okay. Did anybody else have any questions? That parent will just have to email me or call me because I can't hear them. Any other questions, or everybody's good at this point? Okay. Ronnie, did you have a question?
I'm getting sick.
You're getting sick? I'm sorry. Maybe mom or dad can give you some medicine. All right. Well, that's pretty much the end of our meeting here. Parents, please make sure if your kids are still staying at home that you're turning in their work and their grades on time, because I've got quite a few zeros in the grade book just simply because the assignments aren't being sent to me, or you send me one assignment but didn't send the other. And I do have parents that are on top of it, sending it on time, sending everything, and I appreciate you being so prompt about it. So that just a reminder, because I would hate for your child to have a bunch of zeros just because the pictures aren't being sent to me, okay?
I do have a quick question. Sorry, you mentioned that and then it just reminded me.
Yeah.
Are y'all not using an app like Skyward or like anything like that where we could see the grades, our kids' grades in real time rather than waiting till 6 weeks?
I know. I'm gonna have to ask about that. I know
Especially for us who are
people are
staying home,
getting.
we won't really.
Yeah, I know parents are getting like emails, like notifications if their child has a zero put in the grade book or something. I don't know if there's an app that you can log into, but I can ask about that as well.
Because other districts use like Skyward.
Yeah.
And you're able to just log into that at any point in time and see everything. But
I know we don't.
I know Odom doesn't really
Skyward, but
do anything like that. But
yeah, I'll ask about that and let you know. So that was
okay.
Mom. Okay, I'll ask about that too. Alrighty. Any other questions? Or are we good? All right, guys. Well, y'all have a great rest of your day, and I will see y'all on here tomorrow for our last live Zoom. Bye, guys.
Bye.